Alright, repairing an old vintage lighter here. This is a Colibri, made in Japan. Actually ain't too bad a condition. Had a plugged up flint assembly, so I repaired that. But it had a leaky gas valve. And unfortunately, when I tore it apart, I don't know if you can see it. See this? I think you should. It had a this here went inside to hold the spring. Yeah, let's do it. This went like this, and this went over this. Then everything went inside here. Of course, I don't have a seal on there yet. Everything went inside here. Most of the time, those are screwed in, right? Well, this ain't. That stuck in there, and they crimped over. Crimped over. So I kind of opened it up and got the gas valve out. The seal on there, ain't a wonder it didn't work. It's just hard. When I tried to get it off, it just cracked and broke. So it wasn't going to seal for anything. And the only thing you can do, you can't buy replacement valves. The only thing you can do is, or seals I mean. Yeah, you can't buy replacement valves. The only thing you can do is fix this valve we got going. So what I did here is I made another seal. Alright. Now what you do is get some silicone. If you're doing work like this, make sure you got a good tool to measure with, because you're going to need it. Okay, I opened it up. I got a silicone. You're going to need these little leather punches here. I had some already cut out. I've cut a bunch of this stuff, and over a period of time I had different cuts that didn't work whatnot. But I have been there. I found one that is measurable, 4 millimeters wide. I just punched a 1 millimeter hole through the center of it. Alright. Now I'm going to put that through here. Try to anyway. Well. No, I didn't get it. No, I did. It's there. You got to make sure that that thing fits around there tight. For one, because if you don't, it'll leak. This is kind of, you can't see, but on the very bottom of this flat spot is, it's a little narrower, so it's got to be a good solid fit, like we got there. Now, see, when I cut that, I didn't get that round, but you got to remember, right, this is going to work because it's under spring pressure. Okay. Yeah, the hard part here is going to get this back together under spring pressure and get everything put on there right. I'm actually not got a very good, I don't have a very good place I work on here, because sometimes, the different color of this table here just hides items, but, that's going to work. I'm just going to have to get that down in there and crimp it. Don't know what I'm going to use. I'll try got a couple different tools here that I can use. I use this here to open it up with. It's got a little, it's got the edge to do it. Just really find these pliers here really go together pretty tight. What I did is I just got it down in there like this and opened it up. Okay. Alright. Now, this is not going to be easy, but I'll try to. The let's see here, figure out how to do this without might actually be the best thing for right there for right now. I want to tell you what, now when I fix these lighters, you know, you know, if you watch, you can figure out what I'm buying for, what I'm selling for. But I'll tell you what, you're doing work like this, you're really not making any money. And I wouldn't. I got some of it crimped down, but not enough. Not enough. I gotta find me a better tool. Yeah, it's kind of work get a little tedious, but if you want something fixed, you gotta do what you can do. If I had a little bitty hammer, I'd just tap the edge of that with a hammer, but I don't have a hammer with me. Okay, so I'm just trying to bend these back in. If I just get it caught in a couple places there. Well, I still got some work to do on this. Well, listen, this is going, I'm pretty sure this is going to work. This is your typical Japanese. These right here don't have the hole in it. They're a real pain in the rear end to fill. You got to have a particular size. You guys have come across them, and you're having a hard time getting it filled. You need to use this one here. See how this is? What it does, it goes down there and seals against that O-ring, and it's solid here, but the hole is off to a corner, so it allows you to push down on the plunger here, but shoots gas through, because actually the gas goes around the little plunger in here. They don't fill up as quick as one of the holes either, so bear in mind when you push them down, you might have to wiggle that around a little bit, up and down just to make sure it goes in good. Well, listen, just so this video doesn't get too long, I'm going to shut it off and fix it, because I really need to get close down in there where I can see something. Camera's in the way, I can't do that. Yeah, here's a look at my tray full of lighters here. So if you count this one over here, I got 4 lighters I'm working on here. Well, actually 3 good ones. This one here is actually just going to be I'm going to put it back together. Actually, I'm probably going to tear it apart and take some parts out of it. It's just parts lighter. Too bad. It's a nice little Japanese made lighter, you know, but it's electronic, you know. And the worst thing about it is these parts in here, these working parts for like the lid and whatnot, are made out of plastic, and one of the plastic parts broke, so I don't have the thing to repair it, and so I'll just, because I don't have anything to repair it with, I'll just take it apart, and any parts that I can you know, salvage off of it, I'll put it in the parts bin, just toss the rest of it in the trash. But anyway, you can kind of see what's involved in on something like this, just so you'll know. This can be done, but you know, you want to make sure there's no particular tool for doing this. But you know, having some tools, at least a little bit of a decent amount of tools. I had to hand make a tool here the other day to I'll show you. I had a leaky valve on another lighter I bought. It was a little bitty lighter. Little bitty Colibri lighter. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. A little bitty Colibri lighter right here in Japan. This valve leaked. Oh man, this valve is a little bitty thing. It leaked. Other than that, it worked good. I got in there and cleaned it out. It's not a bad looking lighter. It's thin. I had to make a special tool for it, and I tell you, I had to grind and grind and grind, and I had an old pair of tweezers in here. And these were quality stainless tweezers, but I had an old pair I had to just file. I got some little bitty files, filed till I got, when I took the tank out of here, I had to disassemble the lighter. It's no problem doing it. You just take the screw out and push down, and everything pops out once that, and then I had to get that in there and kind of twist and turn. I probably spent an hour just filing this tool down just to get it to where, you know, I could use it. But anyway, this little thing here works like a champ. You know what, this is a, you know, it had a metal tank. It had a metal brass tank in here. I tell you what, that's, you know, if you're a smoker and you're a lady, you know, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. You can slip your little coin pocket, if anything, but putting the pack of your cigarettes, you know, inside the cellophane there, but you know, that's a good little lighter. You know, I noticed when I took this apart, the piezo in there, it's a real small one. See how thin this is? I mean, this thing is small, people. I mean, here, let's measure, for instance, inches. 2.58, let's go to 33 1/28, you know, so you know, it's pretty small. So anyway, that's a nice little lighter. I bought a lot of lighters from a guy, and anyway, they come with this one here. This is a Colibri 2002. You know what these are? These electric lighters. I had to fix this one. See what was wrong with it. You know, actually I had to pull everything out, and I had to put O-rings on both seals here, on both the valves. Adjustment valve and the filler valve. Other than that, that thing just works like a champ. Put a new battery in it too. I had one laying around because I sold a lighter like this earlier, except for it's sterling silver. I ended up selling that lighter, and you know, kind of funny thing about it, I had one that was really junk, you know, but what's kind of cool about the one that was junk, though, it was sterling silver. You know, this dark's got a patina on it, but this polishes up into a beautiful silver. So I got all the parts you need. I got the silver, I got the bottom plate in silver, I got the plug, you know, I got the little thumb knob there, activation knob, just like this, and you can tell, except silver. And I got the little flame adjustment valve in here too, that's silver, and I put a new O-ring on that. So actually, probably when I sell this lighter, I might give them the option, or I might sell it with of either silver or gold, whatever they want it in, because I can just switch them out. Don't take that to switch these out. What you got to do is just, I don't know if you know anything about these or not, but once you take this off, this whole bottom part off, the only way you're going to get the inside out, you got to hold this all the way over, this valve all the way to the left, this little lever here, all the way to the left before you can pull that out. Okay. Anyway, just a little information there for anybody. You want to work on lighters. I'll tell you what, if you do want to start working on lighters, this lighter these lighters right here are probably the simplest. Well, what did I do? Run out of butane on that? I might have. Anyway, these are some of the simplest lighters to work on because there isn't much to it. They just got a valve assembly down there and a stopper assembly here. I put a new stopper in there. Okay, also worked on this here valve. This was stuffed up here. Flint was stuck in it. Missing the back screw here, so I found something that works semi-decent. This is a little pipe flame here. Nice little lighter, actually. I think I paid 99 cents for that. It cost me $1 to get it shipped, or about $4 or something to ship it. All right, then I got other lighters that came with that too. That bunch of lighters I came with. It came with this here, another one of these pipe lighters. I just started working on this a little bit, but I was having a hard time with it because I couldn't get that screw out in the bottom. So I got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to end up screwing that screw up beyond repair. And I got a pipe lighter came in with the batch too. I think that's got a leaky valve. Needs a little work. And there we got another Japanese Zima lighter. Needs Flint's all plugged up in it. Needs some work, but sometimes when I'm unable to work on one lighter and finish it for some reason, like this one here. This let's say for instance, I got a Savinelli pipe lighter that I did a test on it. I did a leak test, and it was leaking out the top valve, so I took it apart, and there's a little washer on this spring here, on top of this spring here. This valve goes up when it's on, or release gas, and down it's got a little stopper here. Stops over the bottom valve here. Okay, kind of like this. Okay, but anyway, the washer, I had to take the washer off this one here and off the one that was on here and use another lighter, but I tried to fix that without using a washer and it leaked. So I found this other washer I got to work, but it's too wide, and find these little bitty washers like this. Yeah, it's just almost impossible without having a lighter. Hopefully you get one out of a junk lighter. Actually, hopefully I'll get one out of this lighter. Anyway, boy, I don't do this here to make money. I'm glad it's just a hobby, but it's nice to I got some free time, so get something working here and kind of make a little bit of money on it. Maybe I'll sell some, and obviously I'll sell some bits. I don't smoke, but I kind of like get them going and pass them along to people that smoke. The vintage lighters, I think, are built to last. Obviously seals don't last long; they get hard. And but if you could fix it, why not fix it? Because it's everything now, and nowadays it's got a plastic tank in it, you know, is plastic's going to last longer than this? Yeah, but when you build them plastic tanks, they're real thick and they don't hold near as much gas. And, you know, this lighter here, I think, is going on 40 years old, you know, and you can repair it. I mean, man, there's people, you go out and buy these cheap lighters and they don't last, you know, you'd be lucky to get a year out of them, and sometimes you pay $30 for them. I mean, you know, why not have something like this? I think I sold one like this to a guy. It was like this, except it had a matted finish on it. I sold one like this to a guy I repaired out in California, and he says he just freaking loves it, you know. And why wouldn't you? You know, it's Japanese built quality. Once you get it fixed right, it's going to last forever. Piezo's in them lighters are freaking awesome. I mean, I don't know. I've tried to find the person who makes these Piezo's here. There's this symbol on it. It's got like a triangle, but it's got arrows on all three ends. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. But this is an excellent quality Piezo. Ooh, yeah, but what's good about these here? This thing here is about 40 years old and it's just gone. You know, what's good about the Piezo's on these Savinellis, you know, is that, you know, it sits in there like that, but that Piezo comes back in this mount right here, just fat right there on the mount, because there's brass on each, the brass mounting is on each side of the lighter thing, and just sits in there, and these Piezo's don't move. So if you got in there, and I don't ever recommend getting anything inside these lighters and cleaning them, because a lot of these lighters on the burner valve, they got a spring on them, and you don't want to mess with that either. So best thing I tell anybody who wants to clean their lighter up is get a can of that computer compressed air there. You know, you get you know, Staples or something, and just blast some air in there once in a while. But that's all I'd recommend, unless you know what you're doing. Anyway, just a short video to kill some time here, and I'm going to stop it and fix this up and put her in there and try to get that lighter fixed up and done, and put it in with a batch of all my other lighters that's fixed up and ready to go. All right, everybody, have a good one.